If she were a man, this decision would have taken 30 seconds. He would have looked at the offer, looked at the opportunity, and fucking walked. No guilt, no second guessing, but because she's a woman, she made it personal. And this is the exact reason women stay underpaid, overlooked, and get emotionally burnt out in business. So, this is a story about one of my clients. She already had coaching, she was in a group coaching program, but that didn't work for her. She wanted to go deeper. She's a badass in her field, and now we're working together one on one, and she is getting results like crazy. It wasn't the offer that she got from this other company. It wasn't that she didn't know what she wanted. She didn't have any lacking clarity. It was emotional attachment to how other people would feel if she would have taken that offer. She was afraid to make other people uncomfortable. If I take this offer, what about my current bosses? You know, I don't feel comfortable going over their heads. I don't feel, like they gave me this opportunity. I'm coming off great ungrateful. She was afraid to make other people uncomfortable. And that's a trauma response. It's what happens when you're raised in a home or conditioned to believe that your success and your choices and even the things that you desire most, they have to be filtered through someone else's comfort. Like if other people don't agree with whatever it is that you want, then it's not okay. It's not okay for you to want what you want. And I'm here to tell you, fuck all that noise. It's totally okay for you to want what you want, and you're not asking for too much. What happens is the moment you want more, that inner child panics. What if they get mad at me? What if they get disappointed? What if they think I'm being disloyal? What if they talk about me? And that was something that she mentioned that I had to remind her of her pattern, something that she grew up with, where whenever she wanted something, someone was always trying to convince her out of it. And they would. They would convince her that what she wanted was either irrational or too big or was too much. And so she just stayed. This time she knew exactly what she wanted, and she did not want to be convinced out of it. But she felt so uncomfortable being in that place where she had the liberty to just be clear with what she wanted. I even had to ask her, "What do you want?" And after I would ask her, "What do you want?" she would give me a story instead of just answering the question. Finally, I was able to get her to answer the question, "What do you want?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know what I want. I'm ready to go." And I was like, "Yes, I'm so proud of you." Um, and after she made that decision, she just felt hurt. You could, I heard the energy completely change within her. She was ready to go. Then after that, she didn't stop saying it. She's like, "I'm ready. Doesn't matter what they say. I'm ready to go. Doesn't matter. I'm ready to go." When you work in my program, we work with the 5 agreements. And one of the agreements is don't take things personally. And that's what she was doing. She was making it personal. I also taught her how to communicate. And so when she is to communicate with people with clear boundaries, it is with no tone. Don't make it personal. This is business. You're making this personal. This decision that you're making it personal. You're worried about what other people are going to think, and you're a businesswoman. You have to focus on it being strategic. You have to focus on it being a business move, not a personal move. You can't think about their feelings because when you leave, they will replace you. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. So you have to think about you. And the problem isn't that that person is thinking about them and that person is thinking about them. The problem is that you think about that person and not about you. They are thinking about themselves. That's not the problem. The problem is you're not thinking about you. If she were a man, this would be simple. It would be a simple business move. They're paying me more, so I'm going to go over there. Thank you very much for the opportunity. This is my next chapter. That's it. No tone. End of story. But because she's a woman, she made it personal. But what about their feelings? What about how they're going to see me? What about this? What about that? Instead of just making it about business. This isn't personal. This is just business. So what happened was as soon as she decided, she shifted into her power. She chose herself. Now she's going to be getting this really big sign-on bonus of $65,000 after she decided that she was ready to go. And when she let go of the trauma response that she was holding on to that has to do with people pleasing and making other people feel good or comfortable at her own expense. If you've ever been afraid to want more because of how it might make someone else feel, I want you to know you're not a bad person. You've just been trained and raised. You were raised to feel unsafe being powerful. And that's exactly what I help my clients unravel. When you're ready to stop negotiating your worth and start making bold moves without the guilt, book your private consultation today. I would love to be there with you.